What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to an episode of WNN, the music production news show on YouTube. Not that one. Get that one out of here. I'm your host, Massive Skater. Today, we won't be skating. We'll be checking out the news. In our first story, Komplete 14, Contact 7, Ozone 10 are all going to be here within a few weeks, as well as RX10. That one's already out now, though. I did a review on it. Let's see what's happening with that. Oh, Steven, get the reading. All right, so what's new with Komplete, you may wonder? Contact 7, Ozone 10, a bunch of Brainworks and plug-in alliance instruments such as Oberhausen, which I actually got for free earlier this year, I believe, Knifeonium, Crispy Tuner, Lo-Fi AF. If that doesn't stand for what I think it does, then all hope is lost. BX Console, Focusrite SE, Console N, Choir Omnia Vocal Ensemble, Lores, Piano Colors, Ashlight Granular Instrument, Action Strings 2. I'm reading this off because there's no way you can expect me to remember all this. It's a complete fuckload of tools. Sequis, Sample, Sequence Instrument, Session Guitarist and Bassist, Electric Mint, Pick Nylon, Prime Bass, the Play Series, Playbox, and a bunch of expansions. So select version is $199 or free with the Native Instruments hardware, gives you an array of different kinds of instruments. Standard is $599, includes Contact 7 and Ozone 10. And then the Ultimate has some key additions such as Razor Flesh, the new piano colors, the Pro version of Session Strings. There's a lot of the cinematic stuff. I'm not sure why that's in quotations. Action Strikes, Ashlight, Mysteria, Farlight, Sequis, and Motor Strings, and more. And a bunch of additional symphonic libraries are in the deal. Collector's Edition has 1.5 terabytes of stuff. It's insane. But it has a somewhat random selection of editions, not an Ultimate, including Knifeonium, Lores, plus a bigger mix of orchestral stuff. It's expensive new, but only $100 more if you have the 12 to 13 collector's edition. Now, what are the issues here? It seems like one of the main issues is not everything is Apple Silicone supported. Personally, not a big deal for me, but you know, a lot of things aren't a big deal for me or a big deal for other people. I'm a Windows boy, tried and true. Mac has so many problems. People always preach Mac, but Mac has so many issues when it comes to software compatibility, whether it's the different chips or the updates you have to get in order to run it with the new OS. Mac seems to always have the biggest problems, so, you know, all I'm saying is it's never been a worse time to be a Mac user than these past years or two, in my opinion. I mean, maybe it's faster when you have the right chip and it works with the software you have, but is that always the case? No. This article I'm reading, for some reason, has a complaint that there's no subscription for Komplete. I don't know why you'd want that. Just pay for it like a normal person, or you could like just pay forever and never own it, like a fucking idiot. It does seem like there's not as many updates as you'd hope for, but I mean, Contact and Ozone seem nice. There's no hardware integration updates yet. It seems like the Complete Control and Machine Plus do support the updated software at launch, though there would be involved questions to ask about something like Contact 7. Komplete 14 comes out on September 27th, so mark your calendars, or not if you don't care. Spoiler alert, I already have it. I broke into their headquarters last week with Steven and Rob, and we made out like bandits with Komplete 14, RX10, Ozone 10, the whole spiel. The whole spiel. News. Anyways, let's check out what's going on differently with Contact 7 now. In their promo video, it seems like they didn't really give a lot of information. They just had some crazy graphics and a bunch of just like showcase of like the UIs of all the new tools, but there wasn't any real information. Thought it was funny how in the Contact portion there was just this cube. So whatever this cube means, that's Contact 7 there, apparently. This part is coming out a little bit after Komplete 14, but it's a part of it. Let's see what's different here. Contact continues to power the biggest selection of sampled instruments available. Well, that's not really an update. It's got a new HIDPI browser. It's got a revamped factory library. Features new instruments from orchestral tools, rare analog synths, and much more. You can build your own instruments with powerful editing and building tools. Not a lot of information here. Very little. That might be the most minimal release page I've ever seen. News? So Absinthe has been around 22 years. And I think it's crazy that people are complaining that it's no longer a part of Komplete. How long were you expecting this to go on? This is almost a quarter of a century here. You understand that, right? On the plus side though, the creator plans to keep some of the unique features from Absinthe and alive in future rhizomatic plugins. So you can check out Plasmonic. It's available for $149. TLDR, Absinthe's dead. Personally, don't really give a shit. Alright, so what's new in Ozone 10? It's got a stabilizer module, sculpt a balanced sound with this new intelligent adaptive mastering EQ. It'll dynamically shape a mix. From my experience, it has a bunch of presets, so it helps you get stuff more sounding like the genre that you're working on. I mean, it's not completely automated, but you can set settings, you can tweak them, but it also works like on its own. Then they have the impact module, enhance the rhythm and feel of the tracks with this module. It controls microdynamics, whatever the fuck that means. It's got 4 sliders that work across different frequency bands to breathe life into a mix. It kind of sounds a bit to me like multi-band compression, but what do I know? Maybe it's a bit different. I don't really understand the difference yet because I haven't completely messed with impact too much personally. It's got improved master assistant, good. It now has a soft clip feature in the maximizer. It has this recover sides feature to use in the stereo imager model. It has Apple Silicon support. Hey, good for you. Good for you, Macintosh guys. And thank God they updated the interface. This one comes out on September 13th, and you can count on me to have a review out, hopefully on that day, maybe the day after. I got it sent to me early. I get all Isotope stuff sent to me early. Spoiler alert here. But that doesn't mean I won't shit on it. I don't know if you saw my RX-10 review, which I'll link up here, but I took a big steaming shit on it. So if you wonder if you can trust someone who gets software sent to them for free, I mean, maybe you can't trust some of those other guys, but I will take a big steaming shit on it if I think it's not good. But anyways, I hope they add some patches and stuff to RX-10 because it could definitely be a lot better. News. In our next story, would you buy a $14,000 electric piano? Did I hear a yes there? Okay, so there's a $14,000 limited edition 75th anniversary Rhodes MK8 electric piano. They're definitely not making this just to collect a check, I don't think. They're doing this because they care about the product. They definitely care about the product. It does look beautiful though, but good God, I would never pay $14,000 for this. I wouldn't even pay a few $1,000s for this unless I was buying it to resell it. It does look like, damn, it's got gold trim. Did you say gold trim and gold legs? Never mind, pals, I'm in. Custom blacked out keyboard, that's unheard of. MK8, modern take on older Rode pianos, 78 keys. Expression pedal, control phaser speed, chorus speed, delay time, delay feedback. Built-in analog preamp. It costs $13,495.
Holy shit!
But you can get this on September 15th, so start saving up. You have 4 days. Sales will only be open for 2 weeks too. Oh, geez. Oh, well, God, what will we do if we don't get it? Oh, they're selling 75 of these. Dance Diffusion Volume 0.9 is out. I don't know how long this has been out. Just came out on my radar earlier tonight. I film these videos at night if you didn't know. Basically, you can run samples through it and it'll make samples for you. Now, I have not used this myself yet. All this stuff usually looks pretty complicated to me. I don't really understand coding very much, but someone has made a bunch of Neuro sounds with it. Thank you, Scott Keen. I'll link to this in the description. One of my friends actually made a bunch of snares with it too, but I'm going to keep that one to myself. Might be giving away too much sauce there with that. So yeah, it sounds like any other Neuro sound, to be honest. And there's, I don't know how many of these there are here, but there's 7 sets here. Okay, so if it jumps up by 200, 250, there's like at least 1,000 different sound or sets of sounds here times 7. So yeah, that's a lot of different Neuro sounds. I saved a few of these together and I'll upload like a little collection of them, I guess, if you guys want to download that. Don't worry though, we didn't get to the free shit yet. This is just a little taste teaser here. What? Okay, in our next story, U Audio has released a new interface named the Volt 4. It's maybe one of the cheapest universal audio interfaces you can get. $259. It's got 2 analog mic pre's, retro-inspired industrial design, fuses your tracks with a 610 style analog sound. Okay, you had me at analog sound. 0 latency operation, 22 watt headphone amp, easily drives high impedance headphones. Oh, they have different versions of it as well too. Okay, what does it come with? You get free UAD plugins. Do you just get the LA2A collection and the pure plate reverb? I'm guessing that's the case. Over here though, Primo the Alien says Volt keeps up. She doesn't look much like an alien to me, although she kind of does in this picture when you invert it. Next up, we have an update from Reaper here. Looks like you got retroactive MIDI record, performance meter changes, various project bay changes, project metadata list sorting, region manager changes, region render matrix changes, batch converter CPU option, VST2 to VST3 migration state conversion, and mapping for plugins. One thing about Reaper, people, is they're technical as shit. This is all really technical, and I just kind of, I mean, I don't use Reaper, but I can't be fucked to care. It's boring as shit. How can an update be this boring? Anyways, let's talk about the free shit. My favorite part, maybe one of my favorite parts of WNN. Okay, so the Mini Moog Model D iOS app is now a macOS app that's free to existing owners. Hey, wait a minute, that's not really free. They lied to us. You lied to us, Music Tech Mag. I'll be coming to you. You owe me a free plugin for this one. Also, 202 free analog dirt samples. Are they talking about real dirt? Let's find out. So it's a sample pack of distorted loops using a bunch of different pedals, I believe. Let's hear what they sound like. Okay, I don't know why you would put that on an organ. Guitar? Sure. Drums? Okay, sorta. Organ? Don't get it. How on God's green earth would that be usable? Maybe there's something in here worthy. Whirly chord, E major. There's also a new free panning / stereo width plugin from Yum Audio named Spread Light. It's light on CPU usage and has some interesting features. An actual interesting free plugin for once. I know, shocking. Okay, so that's it for this episode of WNN. I'm your host, Massive Skater, Weaver Beats. Thanks for watching to the end. Make sure to subscribe and like the video if you have not. We're almost at 20,000. Meanwhile, Sanjay C over there is almost at 400,000. He's literally at 400,000 now. If that's as much of a crime to you as it is to me, then make sure to subscribe. Make sure to tell your friends that do production or audio engineering as well too. They need to stay updated with the news. Get more entertaining, Sanjay C. This is bullshit. Anyways, make sure to check out my Discord. Consider joining my Patreon or becoming a channel member. That's another way to support the channel. Numbers aren't everything, but money helps support the channel if numbers aren't there. You know, there's also merch. Money. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will probably be an Ozone 10 review. Good night.